Since the dawn of man, people have looked to the stars and moon as some higher power, often being related to the supernatural and unworldly. In 1969, however, the US government claimed to have sent several men onto the moon, providing alleged footage of them on the moon's surface. With less than 100 years having passed between the invention of the airplane and the supposed moon landing, suspicion from the populace is understandable. This man, unsure himself, hungers for the truth, and desires to know once and for all whether or not this truly was a scientific marvel, or simply Cold War-era propaganda meant to mislead the masses. If this did happen, it would certainly be one of mankind's greatest triumphs. If not, then it truly stands as a testament to mankind's hubris and accompanying failures as a species. To find out the public's true thoughts on the matter, we went to a local university to find out whether the students believed the moon landing was or was not faked. Excuse me. In your opinion, was the moon landing faked or did it actually happen?
You know what? I'm gonna be a Nick and say it was fake.
Thank you. Sir, in your opinion, did the moon landing actually happen?
Yes.
Alright. Did the moon landing happen?
Yes.
How do you know?
Science said so.
Excuse me.
Hello.
The moon landing. Did it actually happen?
Like, yeah?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Actually, I watched this video on how they couldn't fake the moon landing. It was too impossible. The technology in order to fake the moon landing wouldn't have existed.
Interesting. Did it happen?
Yes. But you know what didn't happen?
What's that?
Birds. They aren't real.
Wisconsin is a lie. Wisconsin is a conspiracy theory.
Also, Danny DeVito is our Lord and Savior.
Wisconsin is a lie.
Sir, I have a question. Did the moon landing happen or was it faked?
Absolutely faked. You're right, it is.
How do you know?
If you let me sit down here, I will prove it. Every single frame is a lie.
Come with me. So, would you mind telling me and the audience who you are again?
My name is Chompers. I attend the University of Maine at Farmington, and I am a moon landing denier.
So you claim that the moon landing was in fact faked.
That is correct.
Why would you say you believe this?
Well, I have many reasons why I deny the moon landing, but the three main ones that I believe are the flag was waving when they were planting it, which suggests that there is wind. But we all know that there is no wind in space. Number two is when they're walking around on the moon. When you speed up the film, it looks like they're just walking around normally here on Earth, which could suggest that they just slowed down the footage. And number three, the shadows are very inconsistent and suggest multiple light sources.
Thank you very much. You've shed some light on this topic for me. I appreciate it a lot. Chomper's input was helpful, but he was just a student after all, and he seemed to have some clear bias. In order to get some further perspective, I enlisted the help of a local expert.
My name's Alexander Kane. I have a PhD in moon landing history and facts. I believe the moon landing did happen.
And so, earlier we spoke to someone who had a few problems with the reality of the moon landing. What would you say if someone asked, per se, why it was that the flag was waving on the surface of the moon without any atmosphere?
Well, my friend, movement can be caused by any number of things in our vast and brilliant universe. You see, it could be, something as simple as the astronauts moving the flag with their hands as they unfurled it,
Thank you. Another issue that was brought up was the fact that the shadows on the surface of the moon are facing in different angles. Why could that be?
The moon's full of rocks, man. The moon's one big rock, alright? It's not like a smooth gumball, okay? So picture, if you can, a rock. And now picture that rock as really big. And now picture that rock as the moon. And that's where the shadows come from.
Thank you. And finally, we had one last question, which is, if you speed up the footage of the moon landing, purportedly, it appears that they're walking at a normal pace. Any idea why that could be?
Well, I mean, our scientists have tried at length to explain this one, but, you know, the most... the simplest answer that we can come up with is that when you speed something up, it looks faster.
Thank you.
Yes.
In the end, I have to accept that I may never know the truth about the moon landing. We can make guesses, but the moon shall forever remain a mystery that can never be solved. You can choose to believe the expert, and that the moon landing was in fact an event that happened. Or you can believe Chompers, and that the whole thing was a hoax invented to fool an unsuspecting populace. Speaking for myself, I leave with more questions than answers, and will have to make my peace with the fact that the truth can never really be found, no matter how hard you look.
Oh, hold on. What the?